What's going on? How we doing? How are we doing? What is going on? Mic check, mic check. I was monitoring this oil setup here. Also this gold short off this 15-minute, 4 hour. Unfortunately, I couldn't even get in because the margins are so high. But closure below here, stop here. Would have been the idea. I'm assuming that's what Louis talking about. He's in gold shorts. Yeah, 8:30 close, open at 8:45. But yeah, same thing that Louis talking about in the chat. Also, this oil was pretty clean. I missed this. Barely close above. Hop in on this open candle here. And then just ride it to previous day high right here. That's pretty clean. Staying in the T spot, right? Sweeping out lows. Closure above by like a tick. So I missed that, unfortunately. Don't even know if I would have even been able to trade this though, because the margins again, it's like 12,000 to hold one contract. Maybe it's time to put some more money in the account. Now that we're kind of moving pretty nicely across the board. So we'll see. Yeah, your stop would go here or at the bodies. Hop in here. I would have liked it if we took out previous day high. But now I'm leaning bearish. Kind of this daily profile bearish across the board. Go look at the hourly, right? NQ is the strongest. You just have these like equal highs now up here, which is kind of sketch. But YM staying within its 50% of the previous candle. ES kind of just ran up overnight and has now swept this consolidation high. Same thing with ES and then YM. So I'm kind of leaning bearish now for the most part on the indices. Well, 5-minute closure here below this down close candle. Pretty bearish candle off the 1 hour. And you have some failure swings to target across the board. So personally, I like shorts today. I mean, we've hit all-time highs and kind of been consolidating. It would have been nice if we took out previous to high. So we technically had a candle through closure yesterday on ES, on NQ and YM. Just NQ looks like it's the strongest. Or had retraced the strongest, right? Got pretty close to this high. But I want to see what we do here on a 5-minute off this 1 hour closure. So that is my view on indices. Right now I'm kind of leaning bearish. Let's go ahead and tag that. Same with gold. And oil, pretty clean. Yeah, this 15-minute was a little imbalance here. Protected high here. Where stop loss goes. Pop in on the closure here. Write it down probably to this low. Low down here. I mean, the 4 hour just looks like it's ready to drop lower. Previous day low here. Equal lows all down here. Which is also previous week low. So yeah, gold shorts look pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I just couldn't even get in. I need to put some more money in my account. The margins are too high. And this is looking pretty good too. Just need to monitor how it reacts at this high. Other than that, no news today. Pretty light morning. Be sick if we sweep this little 1 minute. Sorry, not 1 minute. 5-minute high. Put in some kind of wick on the 1 hour. Close below. Something like this. Into the T spot. Close below. And I can get short down to these like failure swings. That would be dope. Maybe hold to the open. So let's watch. I'm watching this high. You might be like, Zach, that's a protected high. You know, there's a tiny imbalance here. Going high. And you're right. But I want to see us put in a wick here on this hourly. And these equal highs here are kind of sketch. Right? That's the only thing I don't like about a short off this hourly close. Because this looks like a New York, you can say maybe New York manipulation or New York reversal daily profile if you're looking for shorts. Yeah, I'd be looking for this low. This low. As targets. Also, let me know for those of you who've been in the stream for a while and routinely come in here. Do I flip around charts too much, or is it not too bad? Because I feel like I'm looking for things. I'm kind of scoping through, trying to find stuff, keep track of everything. I don't want to just sit here on a lower time frame for too long. I kind of like to bounce around a bit, just monitor things. Just sucks I couldn't get in on this, unfortunately. But you're about to hit here. So Louis in that gold short. I was trying to enter here. Stop here. Yeah, I know it's my money I'm risking. I just like to make sure it's enjoyable for everybody. All right, who tweeted? Bruh. I don't know, I just saw there's some kind of like bomb or something on a car. But that was like 10 minutes ago. So, all right, who tweeted? Like, bro, what? There's your 1 hour wick. Now it just kind of looks messy. Just retested that order block here. Oil. Same thing, retesting this order block. I still don't see any like news from that candle. If anybody knows, let me know. I don't think it's just some regular volatility because it happened across all the assets at once. See, now it's like, damn, if you want to go short, like, I don't want to put my stop all the way up here, you know? Or you could do like the T-spot high, which also kind of lines up with 50% of this wick. This market, it kind of blows. You got to be really nimble. It's tricky. Or you could do bodies, right? But just kind of weird with this long wick. Quite annoying. Yes, me. Look at that 3 minute. That kind of throws a wrench in things, doesn't it? Yeah, most of the sets we're getting that I'm like taking are, you know, around 10 o'clock lately. That's been the trend. Setups after the open around 10 o'clock or later. Or get in like pretty early and pretty much be in profit near TP around 9:30. Yeah, these last couple 4 hour candles just chop. We've kind of taken out the highs, right, of this consolidation on this move. So really kind of looking to see now, does I want to drop lower into these failure swings here and here as well? And this would be previous day low down here, which kind of looks like equal lows here. Make a new low a day here. Because the shorts look better framed on like YM. Because this high is protected, right? Or high resistance liquidity. We're in this imbalance here, you know? And it's respecting 50%. So it looks a lot better than just like in Q that looks like a consolidation, right? Same with ES. ES is looking like YM. SMT at this high, candle 2 closure, getting this imbalance, swept, consolidation highs here. Looks like it could roll over, to previous day lows, which are pretty equal. So the higher time frames look more clear to me on ES and YM. We should see which one's weakest out the gate at the open, and that'll give us a better idea. That's kind of why I'm leaning short across the board on indices. It's just sketchy again because we got so close to this high, right? A few ticks away right here. Would have preferred to take that. So let's just watch. Oil. Probably will take this high here soon. Gold, same thing. Probably take this low soon. That's about it. Good morning. Luis miércoles. Am I planning to copy trade with prop accounts next month? I don't really have a timeline on that. I've entertained the idea. Probably talk with a few friends who do that and see how they like it and see if it's worth the trouble or not. Pros and cons of it. I still don't see any news on that little spike here. So we got like 15 minutes ish till the open. Yeah, look at that. Oil's looking good. Gold's looking good for shorts. Which sweep? Sweep here? Or this? Like out of this consolidation. This hourly looks sus. It was looking really good off this closure, and then this came in. Still respecting the 50%, right? It's just kind of sketchy. Like no one likes to be in a trade or see like some nice smooth, big bold candles, and then all of a sudden a move like that. It's like, okay, they're just trying to fuck you. I'm thinking we get a pretty good I think we get some good movement today. Okay. If she goes again. Yeah, I don't see any like news or anything coming through. Probably just volatility, I guess. But you're seeing it across the board with oil, with gold, like everything. So I'm kind of just glad I'm not in a trade, honestly, at this current moment in time. Because why? I'm just took out this high. Go look here. What's up, Will Font? Welcome. If you're new, sit back, relax. You're in for a fun time. A chill time. This is looking good until we started putting in the wicks, right? Same with gold. Like it's came back up, hit this order block, and now close to this low, right? You want to become as calm as me? Get enough sleep. Because like trading, like athletes, like mental athletes, we perform with our minds, not our bodies. So like, gotta make sure you're well rested. Hit the gym. Like literally, when I'm not sitting here in front of the charts, I just like to sit, relax, just try and stay as have chill days. Have a nice morning routine that you follow, nighttime routine, and then you'll get in that flow state. Yeah, this is looking kind of messy right now. Past 4 hours have just been kind of this consolidation. Maybe he wants to sweep this high one more time, or maybe we'll get S&T at this high here to move lower. No, I don't see any news. Like literally, here's my news feed. 21 minutes ago is the last thing. Refresh. Then he said, I guess it was a minute ago. Trump says Iran talks possible as soon as Friday. So maybe he's just like yapping, but they're not posting it. If we start saying some like bullish stuff, then like maybe we have to flip. That's what I'm saying. Like this market is tough because not only do you have to like monitor price action, but now you have to monitor the news and keep up with like the situation, right? Especially if you're intraday or day trade or swing trading, honestly, because the situation can change like that. But yeah, this is looking like a decent short opportunity, but now that we're retracing this whole wick, like I'm not as confident anymore. Gold, same thing, retracing this. My ass would probably be break even and getting stopped out. I'd probably be break even on this as well and getting stopped out. So, is what it is. I hadn't even gotten in those. You can trade them. Let's do a poll. Polls are fun. Based on what we're seeing here across the board, okay? The high time frame structure. Yesterday was kind of an indecision day, right? It kind of did what I thought it would do. Sweet previous day high. I thought we'd come down and sweet previous day low and have an outside day and create this indecision. Close back near the open, which is what it did. We just left previous day low intact. Across the board, I think. What's the low here? 85. Yeah, so equal lows exactly here on ES. Not the pole again. All right. I could phrase it as in like, do we close the day green or red? Or I could be like, hey, do you guys think we're just the move for the day is going to be up or down? You know, because like yesterday I would consider the move to be to the downside, right? And you maybe could have caught some like retracement in here, right? But overall, the highest probability move was to the downside. So let's frame it that way. Up or down. Down. It's kind of fun too to see what everyone thinks. We're saying up. Trump sets deadline for Iran deal proposal. Yeah, I'm pretty neutral. Honestly, just need to see how we open here in the next 4 minutes, but it's looking like it's 50-50. Basically, Trump's going to give them, or Iran. I'll just copy this and paste it. Here's some news for you. Trump sets deadline for Iran deal proposal. Basically, they're going to give him a short window to present a unified proposal to restart the negotiations that have stalled. So basically, sit on your hands and wait for Iran to come up with like their version of a ceasefire, which just means more waiting. All right, so it's basically split 50-50, which is telling me neutral. It's how I'm feeling anyways. So win the poll there. Only 13 people voted. Come on, guys. Really kind of watching this 4-hour imbalance right here. Because I'll be honest, this looks like on the 1-hour expansion met with expansion. This looks like retracement. See how like kind of lethargic it is compared to leaving imbalances here. So this 4-hour closes candle 2. Maybe we can get a nice little 15-minute entry here for longs. And at least go to target current high day. My liquidity. I was trying to short this earlier. I'd be stopped out break even by now. What's up, Tyler? It's 9:30 almost. Got a minute. We'll just kind of clean up the chart a bit. But YM's already taken this high. Still have daily highs up here. We're kind of just in this little chop after NQ and ES put in new all-time highs. right? So really just monitoring. What would make yesterday's daily candle closure on NQ invalid? The fact that it's not a very strong like reversal candle. Like it's just an indecision day. You know? Like if it closed down here at the low, would have been strong. But the fact we came all the way back up and closed near the open, and you're asking about NQ specifically. We opened right at the 50% and just kind of retraced the whole move and basically have equal highs here. So like I wouldn't be looking for shorts yet. Especially after seeing this pre-market action. Like this wick here, and this retracement here. Closing outside the T-spot, or like all that is kind of telling me just to wait if I'm gonna short. Yeah. I mean, bullish still. Like we don't really have a strong reason to flip flop yet. We're kind of just in this consolidation across the board now. Yeah, SYM. So price needs a breather after this run. Needs a breather. So far, we have SMT at these highs with YM. Even the 5 minutes looking like buns. Maybe bump out. 15-minute. Again, it's looking like a 10 o'clock. Golden hour. And yeah, barcode on the 30-minute. Even the hourly. Oil looks like it's trying again. Previous day high. Gold's kind of same for this low. I'll mark those filler swings out again. Here and here. Cooper says, I like trading on live here. I'm calmer. Thanks. No problem, bruh. I'm not blaring EDM. Or like getting up out of my seat, jumping around. All right. So off the rip, strength wise, looks like YM's the strongest. SMT at the highs. NQ weakest. Just off this open. How many handles is this? Technically, if we close like candle 2 here on the 4 hour, we have SMT, right? So this would be your protected high on a 15-minute. If we wanted to short that, your stop's gonna be like 59, 60 handles. But if you go over to ES, it's like 11 handles ish, 12 handles. But let's see. Personally, like I'm not a fan of placing my stop here and just entering here at the moment. This high still being intact. Previous day high is still sketching me out. Oil getting close. I think gold longs might be the better play. Honestly. This 4 hour gap. Because it kind of looks like expansion met with expansion, right? Disrespected this imbalance here on the 4 hour. Could get a 1 hour closure. I just don't even know if I can trade this. That's the thing. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, all along's playing out. Gold's not looking like it wants to play out. I'm being honest. It could. It's just not very. It's not really in a hurry. And I hate being in trades like that. Or it's like a slow grind towards your target. Especially if there's like deep retracements. Yeah, not much to do right now. Just kind of wait. Doesn't really seem like Nasdaq's in a hurry to do much at the moment. Ooh. Here's the thing with the gold longs, right? We've kind of opened up and just immediately expanded, you know? So if you're looking for shorts, I wouldn't anticipate it to come all the way down here. It could. I would just look for it to come back to the opening price on the daily. Maybe even put in a new low a day, right? But if this is going to be one of those days where it opens and expands, small wick to the upside, and it's going to be an expansion day, then I'd probably look for it to go past the ADR today. So like expansion, retracement, expansion, like that. That's like the case for longs. I see what you mean by the case for shorts though. Putting in a London reversal daily profile. That's why I like the shorts on that 15-minute with the 4-hour closure here. But this doesn't look like a continuation to the downside to me on the 4-hour. And we got 20 minutes left on this candle. So it's looking more like the long case. Expansion, met with expansion for reversal, retracement to go higher. But I could be wrong, you know? Hell, I even tried to take shorts this morning. It's just kind of 50-50. Not very one-sided at the moment, in my opinion. Hello, Miss Darth Vader. ES looks like buns. YM kind of same. I think he has a little 5-minute gap here that I'm watching. I'll just mark it out. I'll mark it out. About to get that 15-minute closure above here. So I'm going to go and tag these bullish because I think you're about to get the closure on the 4-hour in the next 15. And it's looking ready. I'd probably look for this high. And then you have some other 4-hour highs that have been marked out here. If it's going to continue, it's run today. Right, because here's the daily range. Past 5 days. So it could push past this. Remember, these aren't like hard levels. You know, there's just the average range for the past 5 days. It could easily push past, especially in a news-driven environment. And Q's still in this gap. We want to set up. Oh yeah, I forgot. Someone asked me about Discord. Would you guys want a Discord for the community? Just got cooked. Yeah. Yes, yes. I'd like that. A Discord. Just don't want it to get like too crazy in there. The chat in here is pretty chill. That's the thing. Like, how do you filter a free Discord? You know, like you had a paywall, I guess, to keep like the low quality people out, or just go heavy on the ban hammer. Age limit, like I don't know. I wouldn't want to make it like invite only, because then like I'm not sitting here like there's people coming and going all the time through these streams. You'd have to like start like a paywall, I think, to keep like to keep it where it's just serious people only. Maybe have like a free section in there, like a free chat, and then like the regulars chat, right? I'm also trying to like pay someone to like clip up these streams into like educational videos. I kind of did it last night with a few of the trades we've taken on the stream so far. And then those are going out like 2 p.m. the next 3 days. So I kind of clipped up just a segment of the streams as videos. Maybe even do some like private streams or something. I don't know. Now I sound like a damn Discord owner. That's the thing though. I like streaming because it's fun. Like I want it to stay fun. I don't want to like create a job for myself, because now I gotta manage a damn Discord, and it's like I don't want to have to do that. We'll see though. I could easily just delegate that to people. Or put like, I know you can make like the messages like in the channels, you can turn on like slow mode and make it where like you have to wait 5 minutes before each message. That way no one's spamming. Everyone's typing out like thorough replies, right? And once you send your message in the chat, you have to wait like 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes before you send another one. which might suck if you're trying to have a combo, but it keeps it to like high quality replies. Maybe I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah. All right. Here's a reaction on this imbalance. Still, like, look at the wicks though. It's just doing too much. 5 minute looks like buns across the board. Even the 15 does. Not much to do right now. Metals are looking better than indices. Oil as well. Let's see how we close here on gold. Kind of just waiting for this thing to roll over. I'm being honest. But the hourly is like 30 minutes barcoding. The hourly just has a bunch of wicks. Not very directional, like we've seen on the good days, right? Like it's not this price action here, where we're just expanding with clean swing highs and lows. We are literally in wicks right now. A little imbalance here. Maybe you can get a 5 minute setup on gold. About to have a candle two closure. Let's watch the 15 and the 5 on gold. Yeah, if we had like a community or something, we'd do like some private streams and probably do maybe like a few private streams a month, or not a month, a week in the Discord, and then maybe a few public ones here and there as well on YouTube. And have some like resources and stuff. But I can brainstorm on it later. Let's focus up on the charts, though. Might put me to sleep. I'm having like a deja vu moment right now. I feel like there's been a day where I was just like staring at chop, and then all of a sudden like gold started running, or some asset started running. It might have been, I think it's gold. It's a glitch in the Matrix. Everyone's seen the Matrix movie? And you have deja vu. Maybe we are living in a simulation. Yeah, it'd be sick to sweep the highs here, and then finally get a move. One sec. Back in that gap. 5 minutes until 10 o'clock. Maybe that gets the ball rolling. Maybe that'll get the ball rolling. You know you're bored when you start checking your email. I really like this imbalance here, though, on the 5-minute gold. Close candle 2 here on the hourly. Higher. Same for the 15-minute, even. Close above here. Hell, if this closes candle 2, you could just enter on the 15. Stop here or at the bodies. You choose. For continuation higher. You also got like all these little swing highs up here. But yeah. Let's watch. I mean, this is I'd rather watch gold than this barcode. I'd have a second monitor I'm monitoring the indices on, so I won't miss anything. But let's watch gold. Like I said, I don't know if I can trade gold. Like the margins. I'll pull them up. Right now, you guys see this? You need about 10K or 9,000 in your account just to hold one gold contract. To hold one overnight, it's $37,000. Oil, 12,000. What's the most expensive one on here? It's got to be like NQ, right? What's crazy is oil was like, yeah, NASDAQ, 40K to hold a NASDAQ contract overnight. Just one. That's got to be the highest, right? 37 for gold. $63,000 to trade one silver contract intraday. That's some bullshit. That's BS. That's gotta be the highest. 63,000. What do some props do? They just take away the ability to trade those elements or those instruments, right? Don't they just like say, hey, you can't trade those anymore? It's kind of stupid. At least a live account, they'll let you trade it. You just need a bunch of leverage to do it. All right, 40 seconds till this closure here. And there's a dude with a leaf blower outside my window. Can't trade gold on Apex. What are y'all's favorite firms to trade with? Because like I said, I want to do some giveaways. And I don't want to just give away accounts that you guys don't fuck with. Like, is there a way I can ask? Give me a few names in the chat. I know Apex is like one of the best. Lucid, I've seen. Tradeify. That's owned by Brett Simba, isn't it? I know, like, I feel like Apex and Lucid are like the top. Maybe Tradeify too. All right. YM. 10 o'clock. Yeah, I probably should reach out to those firms then and see if I can get some giveaway stuff. The thing is, if to give away accounts, they're probably gonna want me to like partner with them, right? When are you going for workout? I used to go like around like 11:30. So, but the thing is, like, if you enjoy the streams, right? I guess a way to support would be through those firms. All right. Here we go. Proof stay high. Can we get it? Looks like we're gonna get it. Across the board. Sorry, not across the board. But on NQ. Gold. New hourly. We had the 4-hour closure. We're just dipping down into this 15-minute imbalance right now. So, let's see. Will we get some kind of move into the T spot here to go higher? This needs to hold and close above here. Let's watch. We still haven't taken out the high yet on NQ. YM was kind of just running now. If we just start running upside, then maybe I'll just look for some kind of like 15-minute, 1-minute entry. But let's watch gold here. And check on oil. Oil hasn't taken that high yet. I've had a few like futures firms like reach out to me to come live stream on their channel. But to be honest, I'd rather just live stream on my own channel. Why you didn't affiliate with any futures firm while live streaming? Just hasn't really been like top of my mind, honestly. But if you guys want to like if we want to do giveaways on here, like I'm already partnered up with TradeZella because I use their journaling software, right? I've been using it for years and it's great. So I have a code for that. It's just Zach. 20% off. But yeah, like I don't need the money from the affiliates, right? The nice thing is, if you want to support the streams and we want to do giveaways, I'm probably gonna have to partner with the companies, right? So I'd like to partner with the best and the one that everyone actually wants the giveaways from. Give accounts away here on stream. And then if you, as an extra, if you want to use the code they give me for the discount, right? You can use that to support me. And then I dump some of that money back into the streams, obviously, make them higher quality. Probably, maybe even, we talked about Discord, pay maybe some people to come and go in there and who I've vetted and do their analysis, right? But it sounds like Lucid, Apex, and like maybe Funded Next or Tradeify are like the top firms that you guys use and that I see some of my friends using. So Apex, just because you can stack like 20 accounts. Lucid, I've seen like they have like crazy like turnaround on payouts, right? I've seen people getting paid with like in like minutes of requesting a payout. Okay, this is not looking that good for a long at the moment. Let's jump back to indices. Talked about doing some like joint live streams with like T. Maybe even give away some of his indicator here. I've been saying it'd be kind of fun to have like 8 people, like all like stream, or like not 8, maybe like 4, 5, 6 people like streaming all at once, like chatting. Might be kind of chaotic. Do it like once a month. But this is not looking very tradable. Even on like a 3-minute or a 1-minute, like it's just not it. Yeah, like a mega trade. It would honestly be more for like more for fun than it would be like. I'm sure you could probably take some trades, right? But I'd probably be shooting the shit. Yeah, Marco, I agree. The market looks like dog shit across the board. It was good for a bit. You couldn't really catch a lot of this because it was overnight, but at least we were moving. Now we're all-time highs, and the market's like, what do we do? What are we going to do? I think we need to take this out before we do anything. Put my mind at ease. Delete some of this. Even the setup on gold is kind of looking like buns now. Like maybe 15-minute looks better now than the 5-minute because it's still respecting 50% of this wick. But that we need to see how that plays out in the next like 15. But you still have these equal lows. So who knows? Maybe it wants to just take this high out barely and roll. But really, the 50% of this wick is going to tell you. Everybody talking about 15-second. I haven't dipped down below the 1 minute on stream yet. I'm not going to do it. I don't encourage that behavior. It's not my cup of tea. Is trading I like trading the 1 minute and higher. Hit the high here. Reap refugee. Sound like a robot. Daily SMT established. Prepare shorts. All right, all right, all right. Can we get a move? Can we get a move? Maybe even a few likes on stream? I know it's not very entertaining stream. Just gotta find what works for you. What concepts resonate with you. Some people might not like trading using order blocks and change state delivery. They might like using fair value gaps better. Nothing wrong with that. All I use are swing highs and lows, fair value gaps, and order blocks. And then baking a little SMT, you know, combine it with these high time frame candle closers. I'm like, that's all you need. Let's see if we can get to like 40 likes on the stream. We got like 70 something people in here. We're at 25 likes right now. Can we get to 40? Maybe if we get to 40 likes, we'll get a long setup. It'll just bust right through here. Or a short setup. I don't really care which one we get. I just want something that's obvious and gonna jump off the chart. Yeah, log in your other alt YouTube accounts and hit like. Then I'm gonna get banned for botting. Yeah, I have an alert set for Bitcoin. Let's look at that real quick. I was looking to see if we get it below 50K here. This low. But all we've done is dug into this down close candle here and move higher. So like the weekly, you saw us sweep a high and go lower. We put in a wick here off that high. I thought we might go lower, but now it's pushing. So probably wants to reach up into this imbalance. Perry says, you want, I can code a nice Discord for you. I like your demeanor and want to build. Are you a coder? Do you have experience coding like Discords? I didn't think there was anything to code. I thought you just set it up in the settings. I'm still thinking maybe lower on Bitcoin. This could just be a rally, but we really need to see how we react to this imbalance right here. That's my outlook on Bitcoin. So we've hit this high. Took out this pre-market high on ES. Daily SMT now at high of day. Or sorry, previous day high. Now what? Push higher? Or is this the key to reverse lower for the day? You need bots. Still, this 15-minute setup, not really looking too hot. Yeah, I have alerts set up for the indicator here that I get pinged with. The daily H1, like candle 2 closures on the daily and stuff, candle 3 closures, that pings me no matter what. And then I have the 15 4-hour model tied to just the indices, and that pings me when it's auto bias, aligns. That way I'm not getting spammed with stuff. I don't really use dollar. You can see it's all the way at the bottom here. Only really use it when I'm like maybe thinking about swinging to Forex overnight. $40 likes done. Oh hell yeah, we got to 41. Let's go. Good work, guys. Setup incoming. See, the thing is, we haven't really taken the low on the previous day from yesterday. It's just equal to the tick. So maybe that's enough. But we do have... I mean, I wouldn't mind just going long and not having to fade this whole run. Just keep the party going. All month. All rest of the year. Because now we're in uncharted territory. New high. This is new all-time high right here. So we just need to start maybe forming some imbalances and getting retracements into them to go long. You have a candle 2 closure here. It's just like not the cleanest because it didn't really sweep out anything. You know, like it didn't sweep out a low or any kind of external low. It just closed candle 2. But if we get a strong enough close here and we just want to keep running, I might just hop in on a 3-minute for this new 30-minute candle here. Once this one closes, let me get a new one at 10:30 right here. Let's see. We're above. Does it manipulate back? Or do we get some kind of proof to go higher? And I can maybe get in. I need to see proof. Like daily range? Yeah. We can bust. See, we're busting through. Like I said, I haven't really been, for the past couple streams, I've said it. I'm not really placing too much emphasis on this daily range for the past 5 days. Because we're in such a news-driven market. And when we start hitting all-time highs, you never know. It could just start running. All right, that's a pretty decent close on the 15-minute gold. Now, if you were looking to long on a 15-minute, it needs to get back up here and close above opening price. Yeah, 21. Mine's like the past week, so the last 5 trading days. If you did like the past, if you did 21, that's basically like the ADR for the past month. So maybe I'll switch mine. Right now, I'm kind of just using the 5-day ADR and glance at it here and there. But volume-wise, for the past 20 days, we're only at like 38%. But you need gold now for a 15-minute long to come up close above to go higher. And your stop would be here at this low, or you could put it at the body low of this order block once it closes above. Oh, the hell. Otherwise, it'll just probably take out these equal lows here. Gold must be trolling. That's what I'm saying. You're not really like, we'll get some closures here and there, but the setups have been whack. There hasn't been like any confirmation. Like yesterday we almost took like 3 different trades. And the higher time frame candles were like setting up nice, but we never got the confirmation in the lower time frames and they just failed. All right, let's look at 3-minute here. I don't know. I don't like how this NQ looks the strongest to me for longs. YM's not really pushing. NQ's pushing. We're getting some deep retracements too on YM. How long have I been trading? Since 2020. So about 6 years. I think that's long enough to see a full market cycle or two. I mean, I saw the Ukraine stuff, COVID stuff, now the Iran stuff, tariff news, all those events. And think about it. Price action's only been getting, like, go look at NASDAQ, like, weekly. Look at these weekly candles here on NASDAQ for the past, like, few years, and then compare them to what we used to get over here. Like, these are huge compared to what we used to get. So, like, I've seen a lot. And, like, look at these, like, weekly candles, dude. And then you would just have these slow grind, like, weeks up back in 2020, 21, you know? And then the Ukraine stuff happened, and that's when it started to get real, like, fun and volatile. I think the markets are only going to get more volatile as time goes on. Here's your gold. I mean, they keep printing money. More money coming in, more volatility. See how we're just pushing on NQ and YM's just kind of chilling? This is where you want to be for longs. ES is kind of somewhere in the middle. I find that ES follows like NQ a little bit closer than YM. But like, let's mark out these equal highs up here on ES. Previous day high. This thing is just pushing into uncharted territory now. Wait for me. Damn, oil's so close. One minute. Yeah, it's just like this stuff's so choppy on the 15. It's like, who knew that this closure here would lead to a run, you know? We've been chopping all morning. Could have easily hit the high and reversed and put another wick in, right? So what I really want to see is, as we push through here, I want to see some kind of pullback. Support price with a bullish PD array to send it higher, and that's what I look to long. Because even the 5 minute was choppy up and through here. So like realistically, I probably wouldn't have felt comfortable taking any of this. But now in hindsight, it's like, oh yeah, you could have entered here, stop here. But yeah, why I'm down, see. Maybe this will help give us some kind of pullback. Yeah. If you have an inside day or two, all that is just consolidation, right? So all-time highs hit, consolidate for a bit. Also, when you're like leaving a consolidation, if we're just gonna break out and keep running instead of taking a low and then running, I like to see us break out, hit a bullish PD array, see proof that it wants to go higher and support price, then get long, right? After it forms a continuation. I'm not just going to buy the breakout because it could just reverse. Manipulate one side of the range to the other side. Yeah, why I'm down? Strength here. Got 5 minutes until new 30-minute. Be cool to get some kind of pullback on a 3-minute. Yeah, guys, go like my tweet. The show. Oh. Every BMW guy is secretly a Porsche guy. How do I pull this up? Hold on. Yeah, every BMW guy is secretly a Porsche guy. Don't lie. We know. It's okay. That's a 6 shot there, right? The beach. Took that on my phone. That's Sullivan's Island in South Carolina. Yeah, ICT also said he'd delete his YouTube channel if Bitcoin hit 100K. And it's still up. Is that my car? Yes, my car. That's the only car I have currently. That's my daily driver. How do I use this indicator? Wait for high time frame candle closures. Use low time frame for entry and confirmation. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. You're just trying to align all the phases of price together. You want to align expansion across multiple time frames, and that's when you get like one-sided moves, right? That's it in a nutshell. Think about all the people getting FOMO in this move right now. All the people getting FOMO. So they got chopped to bits in here. And then it just starts running. Yeah, so this is 3-minute, 30-minute model. It's kind of small down here. This is 3-minute. These are 30-minute candles on a 3-minute chart. We got a 1-minute, they switched to 15-minute. We got 15 seconds till a new 30-minute candle right here. New 15-minute as well. So maybe we'll get some kind of pullback to go higher. I'm looking at ES as well. There's a new 30-minute candle. So yeah, pull back into like this imbalance right here. I'd enter off the order block. That probably also aligns with this 5-minute. Come on, speak it into existence. Yeah, gold looks like it wants these lows now. Already kind of been taking out the GBP gold. So here's the side by side. But yeah, I'm not just gonna buy in up here. We need to see some kind of new invalidation or protected swing form that I can put my stop on. All right, well. Yeah, kind of an annoying morning. Just like a chop before the pop, right? Let's see if we get that retracement that we want. Kind of seeing why I'm starting to kind of get pretty heavy. Right. The real question is, do we reverse off this high now? Have a pretty decent run through it? And then reverse? Or are we going to get some kind of continuation entry off, let's say, a 5-minute to go higher? Really just need to watch. Because 15-minute, we're in this 15-minute imbalance here on ES. I don't think we'll hit it on NQ. If we do, we'll see. There's the low on gold. Hit. New 4-hour low right here. The indices is where we want to be, probably. All right, do I want to take this? It's candle 4, 30-minute. Right? We've been eyeing it. This is the strongest asset, right? Weakest, strongest. Kind of in the middle. We've hit that imbalance that I was mentioning. How do I trade uncharted highs? I'll just do fixed R multiples for price targets. These projections kind of help too. But yeah, standard deviations along with just a fixed R multiple to take profits. That's what literally what I'm gonna do on here. If I want to get long, let's just say the stop would be here. I just do a fixed R. Just hop out. Tyler says 55% ADR, so we still got room. And you're using the last 21 days, right? For ADR? Yeah, who wants the 1 minute short at all-time highs? Not me. 15-second short, all-time highs. All right, some nice beefy down close candles here. Now I want to kind of quickly see it close above. Yeah, I don't even pay for the tick charts. They're a little bit different than like these candlesticks that are time based, and we're trading time based, you know, closures. So like I don't even know how I would use a tick chart. I had to learn what those were. I mean, I'll probably just put stop at the body. Honestly, it's about the same. So risk like 40 handles to get 80. I mean, we're in uncharted territory up here. We ain't never been this high before. Jeez, let's go. We could even get a little 5-minute closure above. You have to wait another minute to get that. But I might just 3-minute it up. I can get 6. See what I mean though? I want to see if we're going to break out. I want to see proof of like bullish structure being supported. Then I can hop on the continuation. I'm not just going to buy the breakout because it could just reverse, right? But the fact we came down and now we're kind of bouncing off here, support, it gives me confidence to hop in. Even the 5-minute looks pretty good, right? Balance here, balance here. Don't know what's going on over here. But at least we're sweeping lows and that could push us, right? But we need a closure. So far we've wicked the opening price. We haven't closed above. Got 20 seconds. Three, two, one, boom. It needs to close. Didn't get the closure. Gotta wait another 3 minutes. Or we go over to the 5 and wait for the 5-minute closure. Big brain. It's gonna happen in the next 50 seconds. We're gonna have a little bit higher or larger of a stop, but that's okay. Are we gonna get it? So I can get 5 contracts on the 5-minute. Let's see. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm in. I am in. Stop loss. Here. TP here. For like a 1.7, we need to go 2R. There we go. See, a little bit wider of a stop, but here we go. Up like 500 bucks ish. We'll see. Push for daddy. Or is it going to reverse on me? Let's see. 40 seconds till we get a 3-minute close over those original down close candles that we wanted. Let's see, we're digging back into opening price here. Stop is at this low, exactly. This opening price. Now we want to see it take off. But I'm risking like 4,200 bucks. Target's the fixed 2R up here. Did not get that closure on the 3-minute, which is kind of sus, right? That's not a very good closure on the 3-minute. Swept this high, closed back in the range. There's a little imbalance right here. If I can get it. So I don't like that, unfortunately. But let's see. And there's also SMT at these highs right here. So we shall see. I'm kind of watching the 3-minute on the other monitor. But I would take this trade 10 times out of 10. Just a continuation. We have 15 minutes until a new hourly at 11. Right? Just don't want a 15-minute gap to form here and then stop us out to go higher, right? Like that would suck. So we need this low to hold. It's not looking too hot. Let's see, tapping back into this imbalance. Is it going to hold? Yeah, I'm trying to upload some more like recap stuff, long form on the channel. But here's your 3-minute, right? Ideally, want this to close back inside the gap right here. I mean, the executions are kind of in the way, but you want to see it close back inside here, like ideally. God, that's annoying. You see what I'm talking about. There's a 3-minute gap there. Close back inside. Otherwise, you gotta love just getting in a trade and immediately getting into drawdown, right? But I'd rather know that I'm wrong pretty quickly than sit through a bunch of consolidation for like an hour than just get stopped out for a full loss. Like that sucks. We've hit that gap now. Needs to reclaim that 3-minute imbalance right here. I don't want to see it just hit it and dump off of like an inversion, right? It needs to push back up. And I'm playing this 30-minute candle, right? So I off this dump right here that we have our stop loss at, I'm anticipating that the wick is already formed, and I'm now looking to trade the body to the upside for the next 30 minutes or so. That's what I mean by let the wick form, trade the body. Kind of like a messy morning, you know. We had this run up. I just hope we don't get in this mess. Back into a mess up here. I want to see us continue the expansion. Invert, invert, invert. Spam the magnet, magnet emoji. I can't even say it. Spam the party emoji, the little fucking in the chat. That's how we go higher. Personally, I would have liked to see like on a 3-minute, like these lows have some SMT, right? We haven't taken these lows out yet across the board. So I feel like YM might want to do that to send it higher. Or maybe not. Maybe he just wants to run. But generally, I like to see some kind of like little continuation SMT, trade the stronger asset, and that usually just stays bullish, you know? That makes sense? But let me take off this execution. It's kind of in the way. Here's a little gap that I'm referencing. Right, I want to see this close back above it, not just hit it and dump. Close just above it. Let's see. I was down like over 50% in drawdown for a second. Like immediately. It looks like like, oh, you should have trying to sell short at the high, not buy. Nah, bro, keep your money. Just use the payout to buy more. Rinse and repeat. I don't need your payouts. Ooh. So let's look at the 15-minute here. 15-minute hit this imbalance. I don't want, if we come down here in this 15-minute gap, I'm going to get stopped out. That's what I don't want to see. Because my stop is at a 15-minute imbalance high. So that could very well happen. We need to see this start to push here soon. Because I don't want to just enter and now we just consolidate, right? On both sides of the range. And then it manipulates that into that 15-minute gap to go higher. Because now it looks like YM wants to push higher. ES is the weakest. It's annoying, right? Let's watch. You're starting to see a little strength here. We're not really seeing it here. What's my target price? Like 27,100-ish for a fixed 2R. Why wouldn't I wait for a pullback to EQ this bullish leg? Because if we're going to expand, I don't want to see, I use premium discount differently. I don't want to see it come back to a discount. If it's going to be strong, I want to see it stay above 50% of the previous candle here and run, continue to run. That's how I trade continuations. But now it's looking like we're in a damn consolidation, so let's see. But it's kind of coiling a bit, like some swings here. Coming back to this 5-minute gap again. Might want to sweep this low out, maybe even take the external low where my stop is. We got about 8 minutes till 11. We entered off a 5-minute here. Off this. But it's not looking too hot for us. But hole clinched. He's close. Yeah, it's got to be a stop. So the execution's on. Gotta wait it out, man. Stop's there to do its job. That's what you pay it to do. I'm not gonna like just hop out early because we're so close to it, right? To save a few $100. I've had times where it comes close. Form some kind of SMT at these lows or something, and then just moves in my favor again. So, not saying that's gonna happen here, but you just gotta stick to the plan. We swept this little low out here. You know, there's still no SMT at these lows right here. So if this thing just bear flags and sells off, like I'm probably gonna get stopped. So I'm not getting my hopes up on this little pop here. But it's toying. I don't even want to get on the 1 minute and see what that's like. But look, that 5-minute closure again. Wick down in the imbalance. Close back outside of it. So it's supporting price. It's just, are we going to move out of here? I was I was like a handle away from getting stopped out right here. Now I'm watching this 3-minute like immediate rebalance. I don't want to see it hit that and just reject, you know. I want to see us push past. Maybe even close above here. Because now it looks like these want to make a new low across the board. And I'll probably get stopped. Just trying to walk you through like what I'm looking at. Edge God. Just need to see how this 3 minute closes. She's toying with us, man. This is the first trade of the day. Correct. First trade of the week. We tried to take a few trades yesterday. Just couldn't get filled. The setups didn't confirm on the lower time frames, but we got about 2.5 minutes until 11. And even then, like, this is not looking like it wants to play out, unfortunately. It's kind of doing what I hope it didn't do, which is like I hop in on the 5 minute and then it just turns into consolidation. Like those are the worst. But out of consolidation, we have expansion, consolidation. Out of consolidation, you're going to get expansion, right? So it's just a matter of does it want to manipulate the low first and expand or just expand? If it's going to be a continuation. Otherwise, it also reverse, right? But generally, if it's going to reverse, you want to see it manipulate one side of the range to go lower. That's why I'm like, damn, we're in a consolidation now. It looks like it probably wants to manipulate one side of the range to go higher, and that's going to stop me out, right? But all you can do is execute your edge, right? There's nothing really. What I enter on? 5 minute order block right here. Once we closed above, I entered right here. Stop at this protected low down here that I was using. Just one thing you'll find is like once we sweep liquidity though, like we took out previous day high, sometimes it likes to put in a protected low. Then it'll sweep that low before moving again. That's the thing that sucks. But I've been in drawdown since the very beginning of this trade, so. I'd like to see it close above this opening price. Next step. Because everything's pretty much almost like kind of like a consolidation retracement, maybe. And we've hit these projections. All right, 11 o'clock, new hourly. You know, my stop is like, there's a little room for the T spot to go higher. I just don't want to see the lows get taken out. You know, it could form some wick. My stop still be safe. But let's see. New 30-minute. New 15-minute even. That's a sketchy looking chart with your stop at these lows on the imbalance. Let's watch. It could make one more pass below this low and stop me out before moving higher. And that would just be a really tough L, right? But it is what it is. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to come in here. This 15-minute imbalance, 30-minute imbalance as well, overlapping. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't. It's a tricky day. There's no way it edges me again, right? It's just tough market. The yeah, the news doesn't help either. Trump tweeting every hour throughout the morning. Yeah, I stopped out on that. So there's -1R right there. Let's see though. Does it wanna continue higher? Or is it gonna reverse off these highs, the previous day high? All right, there's a 30-minute gap. Let's see. Yeah, it's annoying. If we can get another, I might try it again if we can get another 5-minute closure off these lows. 15-minute imbalance here. 30-minute imbalance here. We shall see. Just gotta wait. Let this 5-minute form. While we're waiting, go. Actually, I'm gonna link something. While we're waiting, I gotta share this in the chat. Hold on. Oh, I post a chat in here. Check the chat out. Wait, was it not a link? Oh, there it is. Go show some love on my Instagram post. I made a little. This guy hit me up. I was like, "Want to make a little movie?" I was like, "All right." Go drop a comment, a like. Let me know what you think about a little gas station run. It's fun to I like to post some like lifestyle stuff on Instagram. I swear my car is not my whole personality. So if we can get a closure back above here. I just put the link to the little video we made in the chat. You guys want to check it out? Appreciate it, Tyler. See, this is just looking like expansion, kind of like consolidation retracement to go higher. Apex scrims yesterday. Cooking. Where? Where was I? God, that's so annoying, man. You get ticked out like that. It's the worst. Like I said, I'm down to retry it. It's 11 o'clock. Playing this 11 o'clock expansion. I wasn't in a trading competition. Sure not thinking of somebody else? So we're going to get a 3-minute closure over this in a minute. I'm waiting for the 5-minute. And then we'll have a 3-minute closure. 5-minute closure. I just don't want it to run super hard without me. That'll suck. God, that's so annoying, dude. You get wicked out on some BS. People talking about shorts. Nah. Y'all can short. Y'all can short. I'm going to stay long this entire move. Until it gives me a reason not to. All right, so there's your 3-minute closure above. Don't mind the bearish setup that's painting. I need to see this close above the next 50 seconds, and I'll get back in. Dead ass. Right, see, there's a 5-minute wicking. Got me last time, not going to get me again. Need to see a 5-minute closure. Yeah, the price action is whack. I'll get back in. Needs to close above, though. Didn't close above. Darn. That'll be another 5 minutes. Trump's watching my stream? Maybe. If he is, help your boy out. I appreciate the comment on the reel, Tyler. Post that. Can we get the closure? Y'all seen that That leprechaun thing, like the St. Patrick's Day thing. He's like, there's a leprechaun in Mobile, Alabama. Everybody who's seen the leprechaun say, yeah, yeah. I want the gold. Where the gold at? Give me the gold. I want the gold. Gold, not doing much. Oil finally hit that high. Right? It's just gonna behave. Part of me is like, just call it. Like, take the L. You know? We got entered here, stop here, got consolidated on, swept the low, the consolidation. It could want to close above here and continue running. But I don't know. Let's see how this 5-minute closes. It wicking this opening price multiple times is not very promising. You have this little 3-minute gap here. Let's see how that behaves. And we got 50 likes on stream. Let's go. All right. Respecting that gap so far. Other indices just chopping at this point. Maybe we just call it. I don't know. We're about to get the closure in the next 50. Yeah. It's been buns. Pop and chop. All it's been. Pop and chop. I'm just not really liking the. I like the setup. I just don't like how the morning's been playing out. Does that make sense? Like, I like the setup to go long if it closes above. I just don't like how it's delivering. That's the good word. Like, it was looking great. Started to run, put in this low. We just closed above it. I'm not really liking it. We can give it a little bit though. I mean, you still have like these lows right here on YM. Didn't close above it here on ES or here on YM. Watch it just pop now. And run. Yeah, look. I think you might want those. Sorry, YM might want those lows now. Is this gonna hold fast? And then YM do something like this? Sweep the lows and go reverse? Or is it just gonna continue to dump, right? And that's gonna bring this down. Don't want to like push the gas in a market that is trash. You know? Don't want to push your edge and dull it. Dude, what if gold just starts selling off from this little high here? It looks like it. Oil still at that high. This thing just barcoding now. Such a bummer because this looked like a great setup too. It was looking great, you know. Consolidated all morning, broke out, put in a protected low. Then it just started chopping on me. I got swindled. Gold reached PDL. Here? Probably. This thing looks ready to sell off into these lows. It's just kind of taking a sweet time. And this thing, I don't even know what the hell's going on here anymore. The structure's there. It's just kind of like what? Yeah, I'm thinking about calling it, honestly. I don't feel comfortable re-entering off how slow it's been. It could easily just, start playing out here as we end the stream. But yeah, it's what it is. Let's see. We'll give it a few more. It's just so annoying. Enter here. Stopped out at this low right here. But if this, go back to the 3 minute. Or 5 minute. I was not anticipating us to consolidate after I entered, obviously. Because we would have had, another 20 minutes of some kind of expansion, right? And then that new hourly put in some wick to go higher. That's what I was hoping for off this candle 4. I wouldn't say I entered late in this candle 3. I kind of entered in the middle of it here at 1040. But then the latter half of the hourly candle just kind of consolidated. Took us out. That low was also a 15-minute imbalance that had ended up forming. And then 30-minute, because we chopped for so long. So that's the setup. I'd take it again. It's just the morning. Like, where's the... Let's pull up the volume. Relative volume. We just hit 50% on the average volume, and it's 1120. ES, 35% today. YM. Is that accurate? 50% of the volume. So, annoying if you ask me. But your edge in the market's only so sharp, right? The conditions can change. We're in a news-driven environment, so we'll journal it. repeat the same process tomorrow. And that'll be that. But as always, thanks for stopping by, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, drop a like. I could see us pushing up higher from here. Drop a like if you're new here. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications. You'll get notified when I go live next time. And as always, it's been great, man. I'll drop my socials in the chat if you guys want to go peek at those if you're new here. But I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Peace.